Hey, beautiful souls. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this intuitive love tarot reading is meant to find you. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for your ongoing spiritual guidance. Let's take a deep breath together and settle in, friends, as we uncover the insights and lessons meant for your highest good. Ready to see what's unfolding? Let's dive in. Hey there, Taurus. This is your general intuitive love reading for the next 4 weeks. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and trust that Spirit will let you know the messages that are most important for you. I've already asked for blessings for the reading, so let's dive in. Okay, Taurus. Wow. Okay, when I look at these cards on the table here, you have a lot of pensive energy going on here. I mean, you have the TikTok card, time to go, the thinker. You have the hermit. You have the Two of Wands. There's a lot of energy here of thinking about something very specifically here in your relationship wise, about love, about relationships, and definitely on your mind, starting with the TikTok card in the current general energies, with the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. You know, TikTok, right? I mean, you don't have to be a reader to understand that TikTok is the clock. The clock is ticking. And I feel like some of you out there have this pressure. The clock is ticking. Others of you say, it's realizing that everything has its own timetable, okay? And love is no different, right? There's also, the concepts of divine timing that need to be understood, right? The message my guides want you to know is that there is always enough time for love, okay? So if you are feeling pressured that the clock is ticking and that you maybe feel like, oh, when is it going to happen, or when is it going to happen for me? There is always divine timing, and there's always enough time for love. And there's always enough time to find it, to nurture it, and to give it, and to receive it. So even if you are in a relationship and you feel like, well, this is maybe not the right relationship for me, and the TikTok, why can't I find the right one? Or why am I in this one? All right. You definitely feel there's always time to give, receive love. Okay. No matter what, single or in a relationship that perhaps you don't feel is maybe the right one for you. Okay. You're definitely reflecting on past relationships here, or past events, past people with this Six of Cups. Or, on moments that, perhaps felt, you know, sort of looking at all past relationships, good, bad, and the ugly. All right. Because it all reflects against that clock. Okay. The tick-tock is either all past time and, that was a good relationship. That wasn't. That was a good relationship. That wasn't for some of you. But others of you, you're reflecting on those moments maybe that made you feel out left in the cold and realizing that's not what you want. You could be feeling left out in the cold because you are not in a relationship and you feel like that clock is a pressure on you. All right. But any way you look at it, strong sense of nostalgia here, thinking about past, what was, what could have been, what you hoped love would look like by now. Could also be someone from your past who has maybe not even entered your present yet. I'm getting a feeling, okay? But the most important thing is the message they keep telling me, and they keep making sure I want to give you, or to give you, right, is that this is not hopelessness, okay? This shouldn't feel, when with the clock, yes, it's pressure, but don't let the hopelessness try to take hold within you. What it should be about is awareness, and awareness alone that yes, there is a clock. We all have a clock. We have a clock on our lives in general, right? We're born, we live, we die. Okay, so there's a clock in everything in our lifetimes, right? We go to school, we go to work, and then we retire. Okay, so any way you look at it, there is a clock, but that is just an awareness, right? It's not, should not be about jumping into something because we just think that we should potentially be with somebody, and that's it, regardless of how you feel, they feel, or what have you, right? That's a message that they really want me to make sure you understand, or that you're getting. And it's very important to remember how past wounds, okay, how past wounds still influence your present expectations. All right. So if you can realize, that there are past wounds, and that, you can get over those or work around those, that is the awareness to then be able to shape and form for yourself the better, or the desire that you have. All right, so it allows the energy to flow toward the better, because you realize, okay, yes, I've lived, I've done that, yes, that happened, and the future is different. Okay, the future is not the past, right? That's really important to remember. You get into resistance, which is time to go. Page of Cups, Two of Wands. Okay. If you are in a relationship, you could be recognizing it's time to emotionally move on. All right. Uh, that could be because you realize that there's someone you need to move on from. Or it just could be that you realize that as a single person, your past version of love is not what you want anymore. Okay. You don't want to have that wound anymore, or that past wound. All right. And you're still sort of, it's important to realize that you need to hold space for the future. And when you hold space for that brighter future, then you sort of look toward the new direction, right? Looking towards something new, as in that time to go card. looking for a bit of fun, I feel, with this Page of Cups here, right? Um, Now, if you aren't ready for something to be over yet, then this could be feeling like whatever form your relationship is in, okay, or it has taken, you might feel like it's just not as exciting, right? That's why you need this little bit of Page of Cups, light-hearted energy to come into play here, and maybe to liven things up a little bit, right? Or maybe you feel like it's not like it used to be, right? Where it was fun, where it was lighter energy. Maybe, if you are in a relationship, that it could be heavier, right? So wanting to maybe see about, how that can be lightened up. Okay. Nothing is lost. That's the other message that they're giving me right now. Let me put it out there for whoever needs to hear it. No experience we have in life, in love, in any area of our life is lost. It is an experience. Life is a journey. It is not a destination. So the journey means that you will have experiences along the way that teach us lessons or are meant to be experienced for whatever purpose that they serve, right? You're definitely emotionally open with the Page of Cups, which is good. And the Page of Wands, the Two of Wands here is sort of asking you to decide what your future will look like. Okay, there are two wands here, so it's a decision between A and B, right? It could be, you know, be or don't be in a relationship. It could be one person or another for some of you, but for a lot of you, I feel it's more like, um, I want to say, do I choose to grow or do I choose to stay in the familiar? So, Taurus, you're sort of being asked to imagine that different future in love and perhaps to be brave enough to walk toward it, or to say, this is what I want as my future, to walk away from old types of hurt if you have been hurt before and are not in a current relationship, realizing what will make you feel good, realizing what will make you lighten up a little. Okay, if you are in a relationship and wanting to stay in this relationship, and realizing how can this be lightened up and improved. Yeah, this is really about release, the challenges you have in this 4 week period. Okay, there is an expression that goes, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours, and if it doesn't, it never was. Okay. And it's important to note that endings are always a sign of new beginnings. Okay, so bearing that in mind. For some of you, if you are thinking of ending something, and endings are sometimes painful situations, and no matter what your situation is, in a relationship or not in a relationship, this energy of this pressure, this pensive nature right here of all these cards on the table. I'm just going to give you a big virtual hug, Taurus. I feel you all need it, and I want to give you one. All right. Let's get to your outcome. You have the Thinker, clarified by the Hermit, clarified by the Two of Cups. I mean, Hermit too is a thinker. Okay. So you're in some very thoughtful situation, some thoughtful period at the as the outcome here of this period of time, where you want to be very intentional about what love will be for you, what it is for you, and what it's going to look like, right? This is not about being rushed. It's about, thinking very carefully, deeply, considering it, following your own light, following your own path. Not, for some of you, you're thinking, I don't want a flashy love. I want a deep love. Okay. And after this period of introspection, I feel like you do move towards some kind of connection here with this Two of Cups. And it's a connection that feels more emotionally balanced and mutual. So if you do meet somebody new, that's great. If you're single and you finally meet somebody, that is great. It could be just, though, too, that you feeling more balanced with yourself. All right. And I do feel, though, here that there is a bond where you see another person and you truly see who that person is. Now, if you are in a relationship and you decide that this is worth a keeping as a relationship, then this becomes extremely important, this Two of Cups, because it says that you truly recognize what you have in the other person and what beautiful things they bring to the table equally. All right. And that, love comes when you really honor your inner wisdom and you stop sort of setting measures of what love needs to be or what it should be. Okay. Always remember, love isn't logical, my friends, right? So it's like anything, you know, a, it's always best to, when you're in this type of situation, weigh the pros and cons. Okay. Don't force anything to keep it working if it doesn't feel right. But also, if you're not in a relationship and you're feeling that pressure, ease up, go out, do something, for yourself, nurture yourself, and don't force the looking either. All right, my friends, that's it. Wow, I don't know what's going to resonate out there, but I'll see you again soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.